Hello, college reading and writing crew, group, classes. It's Miss Nicolati. I miss you. I am doing a video for just the very first day of college reading and writing, and then you will have to go video list for the rest of the days of the week, unless I feel like I'm getting a lot of feedback and we need to go over some things. So keep that in mind. This will be the only video of the week for Monday, March 30th. I hope you're all doing well. I desperately miss your faces and our interactions in class. I know this will not be the same, but I hope that you are staying healthy and that your family members are staying healthy and that you're taking care of life at home as well. So we're going to go through the PowerPoint for today. I'll post it. There's also going to be one that is not, it's just the PowerPoint without my lovely voice and my face in it for you to go back and look through as well. But I do want to touch base on a few things. So here we go. First of all, I am going to share some contact information with you in this PowerPoint, 3 different ways to get a hold of me. And then each day of the week, I do have a different PowerPoint with different tasks that you need to be doing until April 2nd for the end of the quarter. And then next week, I'll post a whole slew of new ones on what we're doing with our literary analysis for our next unit and so on. Please be responsible. You will be working through things on your own time. So if you get done with Monday's task, or maybe you're already done with Monday's task, move right on to Tuesday. If you get done with Tuesday, move on to Wednesday. You could have your whole paper written by the end of Monday, today, and then you won't have to worry about college reading and writing for the rest of the week. So keep those things in mind. It is kind of on your own time. Seniors, I need you to go back and look at the PowerPoints that you missed when you were out on your adventures. If you haven't already. I know some of you have because you've been emailing with me. But you need to be responsible for any of those days you missed, whether it was word work, whether it's paragraph writing or grammar tips that I gave you. I need you guys to be responsible and go back and look at those. Okay, here is my contact information. I've got an email here for you that you guys are already well aware of. My Google Voice number, this is also posted in Schoology. Feel free to give me a call or text me with questions. Just let me know who's calling or texting because I don't have caller ID. And then finally, for college reading and writing, I do have office hours set up in Schoology using the conference app, which will be at the bottom left of your screen. College reading and writing period 1, I will be available to you guys from 9 to 9:30 a.m. on Mondays and Wednesdays. And then college reading and writing period 6, I will be available to you guys from 10 to 10:30 a.m. on Mondays and Wednesdays. All you have to do from Schoology is go to the bottom of that menu on your left. You're going to click the Conferences app, and then you just click to join during that time. The way I believe it works is you will see my face, I will possibly see your face, but we won't see anybody else. So if there's like 6 students in there at a time, students don't get to see each other, unfortunately, right? Because that could be kind of fun. Okay, so this is not working out to my advantage here. Few things with word work. I am not going to require a quiz or a test with our word work until we're back face-to-face in the classroom. So at this time, what you need to know about word work is that it does need to be complete. We have 3 words left, word 8, 9, and 10 for group 3. You do need to make sure you get the notes into your OneNote, and then you need to write your own sentence for each of the words. That is what I will be grading when it comes end of the quarter here. I think Wednesday or Thursday those will be due. So make sure that you are using your OneNote to update. You're going back into the PowerPoints. You're getting any words you missed. You're recording any new words, like we'll have a word in just a moment. And then you're updating your sentences so that you can earn those 30 points. Okay, so quick review here. The words we have so far: equivocate, esoteric, euphemism, fastidious, faux pas, fiasco, and finagle. Make sure you have all of those in your OneNote at this time. And today's word is glib. Short I sound there. Make sure you're saying each of your words out loud as you add them to your sheet. And if you don't know how to pronounce them, and if I'm not here to say them for you, you can just put them into Google and it'll pronounce it for you. The definition of glib is something that's performed or spoken with ease. So pretty much the opposite of this video I'm doing right now. My example sentence says, her glib performance at the concert seemed effortless and was flawless perfection. So, as you can see at the bottom of the slide, I will be grading your sentences from OneNote on Thursday, April 2nd. So make sure you get those into your OneNote and ready to grade. All right, a few updates on essay number 1. First of all, I will have your essays open on a daily basis. I did go through several of them that needed updating. I went through them on March 25th, I believe, and left comments. But that was probably the last time I've looked at them. So each and every day I will have them open. I will be looking through them. You can email me or text me that you want me to go back and look at something. All of your paragraphs for essay number 1 are going to be due on Thursday. Because it's the end of the quarter, I can't push that back anymore. However, there will be things for essay number 1 that we will be grading during quarter 4, which are your MLA formatting, your general grammar usage throughout your essay, your use of word work throughout the essay, your works cited. Those items will be graded during quarter 4, and so we'll work on those early next week. April 6th, I think, is Monday. So those you don't need to worry about quite yet, but your paragraphs for essay 1, which are your intro, all of your claim paragraphs, your counterclaim, your call to action, and your conclusion all need to be done by Thursday this week, April 2nd, 11:59 p.m., so that I can grade them for quarter 3. At this point, you should have your introduction done and your claims done. Several of you are not there, so you need to catch up. Today, we're going to look at the counterclaim structure and a little review on MLA formatting. Okay, so your counterclaim, you're going to take the counterclaim plus a transition into your perspective along with the evidence, and then you're going to share your analysis and reasoning for that evidence. There are 3 examples in this PowerPoint I'm not going to go through right now. I want you to go ahead and read them. You can see that they're color-coded. Don't worry about doing that in your writing. I just did that for ease of understanding. Also, a few things on your counterclaims. You have to have at least 1 counterclaim, but you don't need to have more. If you want to have more, you can. Just make sure that you don't have more counterclaims than you do claims. That would not make sense when you're trying to argue a perspective. Also, keep in mind your claim will never be your first body paragraph, and just make sure that you have more claims than counterclaims. Here are 3 examples that you can read through. And then finally, MLA formatting reminders that I need you guys to be aware of, and I need you to update as soon as possible in your essays. Okay, first of all, we should all be using 12 font Times New Roman. We should be double spacing. We should be using 1/2-inch margins for our page layout. So you might need to go up to page layout, choose margins, and it'll be the narrow option there. You need to have a heading for MLA formatting, which will be your first and last name, and then it'll say Mrs. Nicolati. Under that, it'll say College Reading and Writing, and then the date that the paper is due. It shouldn't say March 19th anymore. It should say April 2nd. So you can update that. Under the heading, then, you're going to center a title. And then finally, you do need to have, your in-text citation should be correct. So I will show examples on your papers, but remember, when you're citing sources, it should be the author's last name first. If you do not find an author's last name, then it's the title of the article. If you don't have a title of your article, it's probably not really reliable, but the last option for you would be your web URL to type that out. Really consider using it if that's your last option, though. And then finally, your works cited page is a separate page at the end of the paper, but I will not be grading that until next week. It'll go on quarter 4 grade, so don't spend too much time worrying about that. All right, guys, that is it. That's all we have for right now. Please make sure you're looking at each of the PowerPoints for each day this week. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday as well. I have little grammar updates on how to do your quotes in there, things that you should not be doing in your writing that could get you points taken off, and so on. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions using any of the 3 different ways of communication. I miss you guys. I'm excited about how your papers are turning out, and I look forward to reading your writing. So, farewell for now. We'll see you soon.